Alright, it's time for a Ekko game. Yesterday I tried the new Dark Harvest on K, which I ended up not really liking that much. I felt like the consistency of first strike procs on K was much better. Today I want to try this on Ekko as well. These are the first two champions that came to mind. So yeah, we're gonna try this on Ekko now. I do think that Dark Harvest probably ends up being the best rune here on Ekko over first strike. Because the proc rate on this first strike on Ekko is a little bit less consistent than it is for K. Because of invisibility, of course. So we'll see how this turns out. We'll see how it does. We'll be starting bot side here. I'm against the Karthus, which clear speed wise I'm obviously going to lose. So I do have to keep that in mind. He is even fast enough to potentially invade me here if I get no leash, which it does seem like I will be getting no leash. Okay, sure. I'm gonna smite early then in this situation. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it ends up being fine. The reason I smite early is because if you get a camp low enough, it gets in Ekko's passive range faster. So it's better to smite anything early to get the additional clear speed out of it. So that's why I do that. I would have liked to have a leash, because that would have made me at least compete with Karthus just a little bit. But that's obviously not going to be the case. Lane-wise here, I think like top lane should be relatively gankable. So that is what we're looking for here. Just drag it all the way over here. Auto attack him down. Whoa, that is a death from the... Yep, okay, unlucky. Fair play. Gonna pork as many passive hits as possible here. Actually, I think my pet's gonna kill the small ones in this situation. Should be fine. Hit the big one down. Good, take E. Keep clearing here. We're gonna go for the full clear. Ekko needs that experience badly, so we're gonna go for that for sure. Gonna proc my passive on the small ones both one time here. And then we just drag this one all the way over. Tryndamere is actually very far under his turret. That is not great for me. Maybe some mid lane gank opportunities with the TF stun card could be plausible then. Gonna have to see. I could smite here, but I'm not going to, because Karthus can be very, very fast and he can already be like here. So I actually need to have my smite to finish the camp off in this situation, since I don't want to lose my thing to Karthus. Okay, he is just looking for the top gank. That is fine. I'm gonna move up here as well. He's walking very safe. He doesn't have flash though, so there's that. No flash Karthus there, so he doesn't get to get out of his cage. I can maybe look for the Tryndamere here. The wave is shoving, so there might be a small chance. Especially if he stays. I don't know if there is a ward placed in this situation here. There is not. It seems like he's playing... Oh, nope. We're going for it. Where's the W about here? Okay, he's gonna go down. Interesting. Don't know if I'm gonna get enough damage in here. He does have flash, so he wasted his flash kind of actually. Very nice. I was actually able to finish. He couldn't get out anymore. Like he kind of flashed a little too sideways here. If he flashed up, I think he would have had a reasonable chance, but that was relatively close. Nash's first item. Let's take this and a Dark Seal on the first back. That's fine. Probably should have actually gone Blasting One Dark Seal boots, but I already bought this. I think with Blasting One costing 50 less gold than this, I would have been able to afford my boots, which would have been slightly better. You do want to get Dark Seal on your first back pretty much always on Ekko though. Definitely highly recommend. Okay, I think I might have lost my Raptors to him because I stalled too much on top side, which is not the best. Losing any of my level up camps to the Karthus is definitely not a good thing. Well, what is question mark pinging me? Oh, Pantheon. Very interesting. Did I lose them? I did not actually. Wow, okay. I guess we take that. I'll just focus the big one. I think the next Q should be able to finish everything. Does this guy Dragon here ever? I think as Karthus I probably would consider it. Because of his wave state currently. Would make sense. I'll be able to... If you see the dragon die, I'll be able to take his topside camps. Otherwise, I won't. So if he does get the dragon right now in the next, like, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, I can take his Raptors and his Krugs. If he doesn't take it in the next like 5 to 10 seconds here, then he definitely is just clearing his camps. So then there's obviously nothing I can do because I don't have a top laner in this position, and the mid lane is negative prio, so I shouldn't really look for an invade too fast, especially against the Talon, because Talon is one of those champions that just rotates very, very quickly to any type of invade, so I have to be even more careful when it comes to that. I guess I'll just start Void Grubs here. Group these things together. He does Dragon there, okay. He did it slightly late, but fair play. On Ekko and clearing these, just kind of go for passive procs consistently on everything. And then we just finish them off with W hits here. So we're gonna finish the Void Grubs here and then probably go for his topside camp. Since he just did Dragon, I think it's doable, especially since he goes bot gank here. Makes a lot of sense to just go for his topside camps now. So that's what I'll do. Throw the Void Grubs to trade for the Dragon, and then we're gonna go take his Raptors and his Krugs, since they have to be up considering he did Dragon in that position. So we'll definitely do that. This is something like you should always like try to look for, right? Like you should look at how plausible it is for him to clear his camps while, you know, doing Dragon or an objective like that, and you might be able to take the other objective on the other side, including his camps, which is very nice. Smite to put that low, and then we just finish this off. Is there ever a way I can go for this top gank here? It's a Trandamir with ult most likely, so I'm not going to go risk it. It's not going to be a plausible dive. Bot lane camps are respawning. I don't want to lose those as a trade-off against the Karthus, so we're just going to go back right now. I need to buy boots. Yes, thank you. Don't be dumb. So I have to go defend my bot side camps first against the Karthus so I don't lose everything. Like, if I take his top side camps like that and then dive this guy, one, it's a Trandamir ult. Like, if it was anyone else, I probably would have considered it. That low HP is very diveable, obviously, especially since Ekko ult drops turret aggro. But yeah, if he has like Trandamir ult, he activates that, it's going to be not killable, so it's not going to be worth going for. And then at the same time, I'm risking my bot side camps for that play. And while I just took his top side camps, just getting my bot side camps gives me a huge advantage. Because that gives me just a very good camp tempo lead on him because he did Dragon, right? So I really want to make sure that I actually go for that camp tempo lead and not give him the chance to get the tempo back off of my bot side camps. That's the last thing I want to see here. So unless the gank was like extremely doable, giving up 2 to 3 bot side camps for it would not have been good. Okay. Big dive there from the Talon. I might be able to get him. It is a Talon though, so realistically, am I going to get him? Probably not. He's going to go to the left here as well. Yeah, there's no way I chase him. It's a Talon. I don't know where he went. He could have gone anywhere. Anyone but Talon would have died to me there, but Talon is just impossible. Like, he has so many wall hops there, I can't predict that. Instead of doing my wolves and my Krugs here, I'm going to go for the Scuttle first, since this is going to be more contested. Okay, he is currently there. Is this ever a world where I dive the guy on top now? I think there might be. I think I need to go dive, because I think right now it's fine. I don't lose my top side camps, because Karthus can't invade those. And I could just go for this. He's going to have to ult. That's fine, and we just stall. There he goes. Perfect. Just stall there. Like, I just proc his ult and we stand outside of turret range, make sure nothing goes wrong. Don't have to worry about that. Hit the turret down a bit, and now his Krugs and his Raptors have respawned, so we're going to try to take those once again from him, if possible. Okay, just the Krugs then. That's fine. That is pretty ballsy there, Karthus. I have to respect Trandamir's reset position and Talon's rotation speed, so I'm not going to just recall here. This is fine with me. 44 seconds on Void Grubs, so what I'm going to do here, I think my top lane is kind of secure for the rest of this game, so I just simply go reset, walk towards top side. I left these up. I'm going to go Void Grubs first, and then we rotate everything all the way down and play bot side rest of this game. It should be fine. I think my top laner should be fairly secure in his position right now, and if I could just play like bot side towards the dragons after I finish the Void Grubs here, I should be looking pretty good. Should not be too bad. I go over. Void Grubs will be first here. I'm actually going to hit the plant to see the vision. No vision. Okay. Good to note. Karthus probably is going to be somewhere bot side vicinity because he was spotted top lane fairly recently with his camps down, so I don't think he's going to go back for it. I now do, however, have my Nashers, which is going to be incredibly good for me. Like, Nashers is incredibly massive powers. Okay, I'm going to actually have to smite that, which sucks. Get the Void Grub here as well. I tried to burst the Trendemir as much as possible. He's most likely going to get this. Yeah, he does get it. Damn. That's unfortunate for me. He does get one of the Void Grubs there, mostly because he was allowed to walk up, which is unfortunate, but fair. I had to smite the first Void Grub because the Trendemir E was actually going to kill that one. So I didn't have to smite for the last one, and he does get one. I just get all my camps on the way down now. Just make sure to get everything. And then this way we should be looking pretty good on our camp tempo. And we can play towards that dragon. I do have my ult on a 50-second cooldown, so I do have to keep that in mind as well. Game is relatively even. I have a very good lead on the Karthus now, though, which is good. Is he doing void? He's probably doing Scuttle. I can't contest it, though. Okay, now I can kind of contest this. I think I might maybe even be able to yoink it. Thank you. Yoinked it with Smite. Perfect. That is what we like to see. He is probably going to go for the Drake soon, but I have to wait for my ult cooldown. 10 seconds on my ult before I can really make a play happen. So that's something I'm definitely waiting for. I'm going to clear the ward here. Don't have my smite for dragon now, so if he goes for it, that's kind of unfortunate. I have to flash for that to actually get the range. He just yoinks my kill. Lovely, thank you. He's suicided for that for literally no reason, by the way. That just didn't make any sense. Like, he full on sent that, and that was just completely unnecessary. Fair enough, whatever. Right, now we obviously want to try to take as many of Karthus' camps as we can. Walk behind the Gromp there to get the backwards Q to hit the Gromp as well, by the way. But we want to take as many of his camps as possible. Nashers is going to allow us to do this very quickly. We want to deny him as many camps as possible. If you ever have an advantageous position against the Karthus, or against anyone really, you should always try to look to take as many camps as you can. Like, if you win a play, as many camps as you can take, you should take. There's a Talon. Is he gonna throw a stun card or walk at Talon or something? Or like, are you good? Hello? I was literally right there. Okay, I guess he was I guess he was sleeping on the wheel. Oh, okay. He even says he was sleeping. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, invading topside's off the table now. Like, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I was initially planning on doing it, like go mid-gank transition, kill the Talon so he doesn't have backup, and I have a Twisted Fate backup ult. Had to go invade the Karthus on his top side, but obviously that was not gonna happen there anymore at that point, so we're not gonna go aggressive. We're just gonna like clear our own camps in this position. Karthus did lose his entire bot side against me though. That was really bad for him. And he lost the dragon. He has bot side with his red buff, so his entire top side's down, obviously. I do have quite a bit of gold, but we see bot scuttle spawning, and I don't particularly want to give that to the Karthus right now, so we're going to contest that. Let's sweep here. Let's walk a little bit of a loop into the bush. Stepped one step back to get the... Oh, I see. Okay, he flashed. Didn't have enough damage to kill him, sadly. What do you mean? Oh, I'm one range short. Oh, you son of a... That is so unfortunate, man. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ow, 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 ow. Leave me alone. Sorry, TF, but I'm leaving that. That hurts. Damn. Dude, I didn't one-shot the Talon on like a slither of health. That sucks. Am I gonna die to red buff here? Surely not, right? We're good. Perfect. What are these pings, by the way? Like, what am I getting pinged for there? This game is actually relatively close. Like, obviously, I do have quite a substantial lead over the enemy jungler, but yeah, this is looking a bit iffy. Okay. They just need to stop pinging me. Like, I don't know what they're pinging me for. What am I doing, you know? What requires all those pings, guys? Relax. Are we gonna go Nashor's into Lichbane here? You can also go Nashor's Magi's Lichbane or Nashor's Magi's Death Cap, even if you get enough stacks on it. But the most consistent build is just Nashor's Lichbane. I do want to take the Rift Herald, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm gonna shove the next mid wave to be able to create some mid prio in the wave. And then that way I should be able to Rift Herald pretty comfortably. Okay, I think there might be some rotations towards Bolt here, so I'm just going to hit the turret. Yeah, Talon is Bolt, exactly. That's what I thought. So this way I can just use my Nashors and my Lichbane to just push the mid turrets down, because you see the rotations. 3 top, 2 Bolt. I just have a free shove. I'm just going to use this time that I have right now to press this out all the way. Use my W for another Lichbane proc. E for another Lichbane proc, and I should be able to finish the entire turret. This was just like an opportunity I saw happen because of like their positions on the map. Talon was most likely rotating bot in that position, and I didn't think anyone else was going to show mid, so instead of doing the Rift Herald, I just got 2 mid turrets for it because of Nashor's Lichbane giving me that much turret hits. Or turret damage, I would say. Still have 2 minutes 40 on the Rift Herald basically, so I'm just going to kill Ryze first. Let's put the disc down behind him. Just hit him down with hits, with auto attacks. You're serious. Right. I just made sure to smite him there. He turned around to hit me, which was a mistake. But I don't think he would have outran me. He may have outran me, actually, to be fair. I don't have tier 2 boots, does he? He does. Okay, he could have outran me, I think. I think he was going for the face rush proc maybe in that position. Turn around, hit the face rush proc, run. I can see that be reasonable. I'm just gonna go Rift Herald now. This Rift Herald will be used at this bottom. Oh god. I don't know if I can actually contest this. Wait, he doesn't have ult? Oh, okay. I was playing the entire time like he had ult there. Like, actually. They're gonna get Dragon here, which is fine, I guess. Maybe my team can prevent it from happening, but I was not gonna get in a position from Dragon from where I was at. So if my team doesn't get it, that's fine. If they do get it, that's good. Okay, they get the Dragon. Do they win the fight? It does look like they win the fight, so that's pretty reasonable. Karthus does get the extra kill. I'm gonna go Magi's here. You don't really have to if you don't want to, but Magi's is just very nice. You can snowball very well with it. You can just sit on the Dark Seal, let it have 10 stacks, and just go Death Cap next here. So you can just go like Nashor's Lichbane Death Cap. It's fine. Completely fine. Magi's is highly optional. In this case, I'm running it. Dark Harvest, however, this game is not looking to do that much just yet. Is it doing better than First Strike would have done this game? I think that is the case, to be fair. I do think that is the case. Game's not over yet, though. Like, the kills are fairly even. My team is dying a fair amount, so even though, again, I have quite a big lead, my team doesn't. So there is definitely some situations here that this could get tricky for. Especially against, like, a Karthus. Karthus, Ryze, and Xerath, to be fair, they're all pretty good late-game champions. Okay. Good kill from the enemy team. Well, my team is letting them get a lot of kills, unfortunately. I think Karthus' topside should be up, though, so we're just going to take everything. That bot lane turret, tier 2, is definitely, like, speaking to me for the Rift Herald use. Pretty sure it's red's up. Yeah, I'm going to give the rest of my team red. My team is dying a lot, so this game could get very, very interesting. Which is good, because this means this game is starting to get into more of a Dark Harvest territory now. Like, 20 minutes plus is when you start to get, like, the chance to pick up a lot more Dark Harvest stacks. Same kind of goes for First Strike, which is the other rune you could use on Ekko, obviously. It's just a free kill. Okay, ow. Jesus Christ, that did a lot of damage to me. And that dude's dead to ignite. That's a Dark Harvest proc. We take those. That was a bit risky, but we take it. Finish off this turret with the Lichbane Nashers. Ekko ult saved my ass big time there. That was looking a bit sketch. I'm not gonna lie. A very good back though. I can afford double large roll, which is huge. Okay, I think I just want to go bolt place the Herald, get this turret out of the way. Press the rest of their base in here as well with the Herald and just open everything up for us. Out of base, I'll take the red first. Okay, team died, but did get the inhibitor, I suppose. Karthus ult gets that. Most likely. Or he does just no damage. I guess he does no damage. Fair enough. Oh, he went Malignance. Ooh, no, buddy. If he went, like, Blackfire or Leandries, that dude would have been dead. Malignance is kind of trolling. I guess I don't have to herald this turret. I could herald this turret. I guess I will. It should be okay to herald this turret, because it just opens up the rest of it. We just have to get the bounce one time. Okay, he takes the herald. If he messes up the dash, that would be unfortunate. I'm just gonna hit one there. Just E in and then ult out. Oh! That's a bit scary. I actually have to respect this situation a bit. And what I do on Ekko there is just I full dive in for one of them, and then I just get the passive proc and ult right out. Got that guy. No, I'm gonna die! Please! W! Okay, I was barely alive. I didn't need my W there, luckily, but okay, I'm actually just gonna reset. Karthus is gonna have ult when he spawns. Can we end the game? Maybe, but there are very low death timers on Xerath as well. Ah, you son of a... He had vision over me somehow. There must have been a ward. I wanted to avoid dying. I should have recalled like even faster there. Or just ran, but if I start running like a lot of distance, Xerath ult's pretty big range. Karthus becomes a threat with his ult, so they just got 1,000 gold off me, man. That's not great. He's gonna be able to afford like a death cap soon. It's bad. That is bad for me. I mean, against that team, I realistically should just go Banshees, so I will. I don't really need the Magic Pen and Void Staff. I could go Zonias, but Zonias makes a lot less sense in this situation. The magic resist from Banshees plus the spell shields is gonna be very nice. So I'm just gonna go Banshees here. And then eventually we just sell the boots for a Cosmic Drive for the additional movement speed, essentially. And that would be a full build in this situation. That's going to be ripped like a quarter of my HP bar. And the Malignance part for this Karthus was not the best choice. If he went Leandries, this would have been a lot more scary this game. For sure. I mean, I can understand why people build Malignance on Karthus. Like, why they think it's good. But yeah, it's just not really anymore with the Blackfire Torch these days. That Dark Harvest only dealt 1,000 damage. I didn't really get the most procs on it this game. But she's realistically Baron here. I do a lot of damage. Oh my passive almost smited it from 2.6k. Damn. Let's walk over this way, see if I can maybe get the rise real quick. I need an opening. I did land it, that's good. No, I'm gonna die! Oh man, the CC! I wanted to go in and kill him real quick, but the CC from the enhanced rise cage was a bit too much there. I made a mistake. Damn, that's not good. I gave them quite a lot. Like, I gave the Xerath another big shutdown. I don't think it's gonna matter because I think my team ends here, but yeah. I only got 1,200 Dark Harvest damage in this game. I did get... How many stacks did I get? 16? It's not the most. But I think it it was more reasonable than running first strike, especially since it adds in Gathering Storm and Absolute Focus, so that's quite good, but, you know, probably ends up being his better rune these days. I think the proc rate's kind of decent. Did I get the most procs this game specifically? Not really, but, you know, it felt pretty good, looked pretty good, so, yeah, there is that, I guess. With that being said, though, that was it for Ekko. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to like button below, helps me out quite a bit, and I will see you guys in the end game stats. All right, so for the end game stats here, I ended up doing 21.7k damage, which is the second highest behind Yorick, which is a respectable place to be. To be fair, it's not too bad. I did troll a little bit with my last 2 fights, I think, where I died. Last fight specifically, the other one death was a bit. True damage at 1700 will be obviously a bit lower. I think First Strike would have done maybe 600 damage, 650 damage this game. It wouldn't have been the best rune this game, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, this would not have added that much. Objective damage at 45.1. Healing done at 18.9. Damage taken 32.6. Self-mitigated at another 18.7. Gold earned at 15.2k. Very good. For the runes, Dark Harvest dealt 1200 damage. I think it's a very respectable number, to be fair. Considering the 25-minute game, considering like the kill participation, all of it, I think it makes a lot of sense. 1200 damage is very reasonable. As I said, I think First Strike in this game would have done maybe 600 damage for me, considering all the factors. So I think it makes a lot of sense to go Dark Harvest now on Ekko. I feel like the stack rate on this was good. Resets for team fights were good. Seems very reasonable. And we have Sudden Impact for 750 extra damage, Eyeball Collection for the extra AP, Treasure Hunter for the gold tempo, and then we have Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm, which is the extra factor you have to consider, right? If you're going to go First Strike page, you'd kind of want to go like Eyeball Collection, Treasure Hunter second, or maybe Relentless second, something like that. So it's more so you're looking at that, and then with that, you can't really go Absolute Focus, Gathering Storm, which is going to lose me like 40 AP or something like that, 45 AP in total. Obviously, Gathering Storm scales up to like 30 minutes plus, even for more. So all of this extra AP from this, alongside the damage from Dark Harvest, I think it makes sense to go for this setup here, with the Dark Harvest overtaking the First Strike after trying it, because it feels pretty good to have all of these secondary, smaller runes on top of the Dark Harvest. Because if you're going to go First Strike, you're going to have things like probably free boots, because you're rushing in Nashor, so you want to have the free boots. Then the tonic is kind of useless, to be fair. And then you have like Cosmic Insight, I suppose. Probably Approach Velocity would be the better one to take there, to be fair, though. But those smaller runes hold less value overall than these 5, essentially. Because this is just flat out 30 AP. This is some decent additional damage. Gold tempo here is still reached, like 450 extra gold tempo. So that's still very good. Like, it kind of makes up for like the magical footwear boots type deal, right? For that type of stuff. And then we have Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm just adding a straight like 45 AP plus to your kit, which is a lot of damage to have as well. So that adds in even more damage on top of the Dark Harvest damage advantage you already have. So it makes probably a lot more sense to go down the Dark Harvest page these days after the slight buff they gave it this patch. Previous patch still wasn't that great. The buff tick rate on it like wasn't like the speed on it was a little bit too slow, but also like the proc rate on it was a little bit too slow. So the changes are very favorable, and I do think that this ends up being the page for Ekko. Build-wise here, to finish this off, I would have gone a Banshees in this position, and I would have sold my boots for a Cosmic Drive. If you're not going to go Magi's, then, well, you're just going to have, like, Banshees instead of the Magi's, basically. Just going to go Nashor's Lichbane Deathcap into a Banshees, and then you can go for a Zonias potentially, and then sell boots for Cosmic Drive, or go Cosmic Drive and then sell boots for Zonias, and have all of the builds, like all of the items you could possibly want, really. So that's completely fine. But with that being said, that was it for Ekko. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like button below, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another one. Bye.